हे फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। दिस इज़ माजिद, अ फोर्थ ईयर MBBS स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम IIM SR लखनऊ। तो इस वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे कि आप कैसे सब कुछ इफेक्टिवली मेमोराइज़ कर सकते हैं MBBS के अंदर, एज इन फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट ईयर टू फोर्थ ईयर। जैसे जैसे आप प्रोग्रेस करते हो आपके सब्जेक्ट्स बढ़ते जाते हैं एंड द बल्क, द कंटेंट ऑफ द मैटर दैट यू आर सपोज टू लर्न वो बढ़ता जाता है। तो इफेक्टिवली जब आप फाइनल ईयर में पहुंचते हो, नेचुरली आप कुछ चीज़ें तो भूलते ही हो फर्स्ट ईयर की, दैट इज़ वेरी नेचुरल। बट हाउ यू कैन नॉट मिस ऑन मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स, मेजॉरिटी ऑफ थिंग्स आप कैसे याद रख सकते हो एट द एंड ऑफ द फाइनल ईयर। तो इसके लिए बहुत सारे साइंटिफिकली प्रूवन मेथड्स हैं, मैं आपके साथ आज यहाँ पे शेयर कर सकता हूँ। द फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ वीडियो लेक्चर्स, राइट। जैसे सेकेंड ईयर के बाद से इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट एवरी मेडिकल स्टूडेंट फॉलो सम वीडियो लेक्चर फॉर्मेट। मोस्टली दे डू, मेनली 2-3 हैं, डैम्स, मैरो एंड प्रेप लैडर। तो मैं पर्सनली मैरो यूज़ करता हूँ। First thing is you have to adapt to the speed of the video. Like you cannot watch every video at 1x speed because there are a ton of videos to watch. तो आपको टाइम के साथ साथ you have to adapt to the speed. First you begin with 1x speed and like for me personally I'm watching Dr. Rakesh Nair's video for medicine, right? So I started off from cardiology. तो cardiology में the first 5 videos I was at 1x speed because I could not adapt to the 1.25x because of his accent or anything. And after watching 5 videos from the cardiology unit, I was very well comfortably adapted to 1.5x speed. You have to save up your time because आपको बहुत सारी वीडियोस देखनी है। फर्स्ट ईयर से लेके फाइनल ईयर तक 19 सब्जेक्ट्स हैं। मेडिसिन में अकेले 269 वीडियोस हैं मैरो के अंदर, so it becomes really tough task. The next thing is आप अपने खुद के नोट्स लो जब आप वीडियोस देख रहे हो। बहुत से लोगों ने मुझे बताया है कि अपने नोट्स नहीं लेने चाहिए क्योंकि मैरो खुद के नोट्स देता ही है, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट कि अपने नोट्स भी लो या फिर अपने ही नोट्स एनोटेट कर लो मैरो के नोट में, साइड में देयर इज़ अ रफ स्पेस, बिकॉज इवेंचुअली आप रिवाइज जो करोगे वो अपने ही नोट्स रिवाइज करोगे, बिकॉज द थिंग दैट यू राइट योर सेल्फ यू कैन टू रिमेंबर। एंड ऐसे लिखो कि आपको सब चीज़ याद रहे, अपने लैंग्वेज में लिखो, आप अपने आप को एक्सप्लेन करके लिखो, तो इस तरीके से आप सब चीज़ याद रख पाओगे। सो द नेक्स्ट थिंग, आपने नोट्स तो बना ली, नाउ व्हाट? So you have to keep revising, revise and revise because it is a key to success. The notebooks aren't going to just pour down into your brains, right? तो इसके लिए आपको रिवाइज करते ही रहना है एंड स्पेस रिपीटेशन रखना है, एक्टिव रिकॉल्स रखना है, जैसे कि मैंने पिछले वीडियो में आपने बताया है। आपको क्या करना होता है कि रिवीजन आपने कर लिया, सो आपको ऐसा रिवाइज करना है, उसे इतनी बार करना है कि जब आप आंख बंद करके विजुलाइज करो उसे तो आप एक्चुअली विजुलाइज कर पाओ। Let's suppose we are talking about tuberculosis. You're studying tuberculosis, so there's a heading, then you're writing into pathogenesis, you're writing pathology, and at the end you're writing somewhere investigation, right? आपने अगर मान लो investigation आपके नोटबुक के सेकेंड पेज के टॉप लेफ्ट कॉर्नर में लिखा हो, तो when you close your eyes you have to be able to visualize that investigation part of tuberculosis was written on the second page on the top left corner. So this is it. If you're done with this, naturally you'll never forget anything that you have written down from those video lectures and you're done for the day. The next great tip to learn is image based learning. There are some subjects which are image heavy subjects like pathology, radiology and microbiology. So let's say radiology, you'll have to see the X-ray film and create a diagnosis. So you have to reach diagnosis by just looking at the radio film. So you'll have to be very quick and it can only be achieved when you are very well versed with so many radiographs, right? The approach towards image based learning must be like, there are some apps like GoodNotes, Notability और Notion. इनमें आप क्रिएट कर सकते हो अपनी खुद की नोटबुक एंड उस सब्जेक्ट के इमेजेस को आप पेस्ट कर सकते हो एंड देन यू कैन एनोटेट नेक्स्ट टू द इमेज। लाइक लेट्स सपोज आई क्रिएटेड दिस notebook on my iPad in the third year for my practical exam. In this I added all the pictures of the instruments that were kept in the exam and I wrote down their uses, all the x-rays as well and their diagnosis, clinical features of that condition. तो इसमें आप बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ सकते हो एंड इसे लर्न कर सकते हो, मेमोराइज कर सकते हो the way you want. So in this method you will be visualizing the image, you will be pasting that image in your brain and you're done. So you will not forget image based learning like for a quite number of years in your life. For example, microbiology, it's damn boring subject, but how to make it interesting is there's an app called Sketchy Medical. So I extensively use this app because in this app there is visualization of various topics. For example, this photograph over here, actually it shows the use of antibiotic called metronidazole in amoebic hepatitis, but it shows in a way कि a metro is passing through the city. So it is a visual representation. So whenever I deal with, if a patient of hepatitis comes to OPD or if I'm studying about metronidazole in pharmacology. So this picture clicks in my head and the whole story, everything comes in my brain. It's a whole picture. So I don't have to study at least this drug or this condition ever again from any other source, right? So the similar way for radiology, there is another app called Mad Radiology. So this app is very useful because it has so many radiographs which you can learn, and by the side of them it's also given their diagnosis and clinical features presented in such radiographs. So it is of utmost importance. Next great tip is active recall. So active recall के बारे में मैंने अपने पिछले वीडियो में भी बात करा था. You can watch from the I button above. And in this tool, which is very effective to learn and actually keep a hold of the things that you have memorized. Like the easiest way I can explain active recall to you is, suppose you learned a topic और आपने book बंद कर दिया and आपने खुद से पूछा कि what did you learn, and you actually explain to yourself in your own words that what you have learned. This is active recall in the easiest format. So like you read something today for the first time, you learned it, and after 5 or 6 days or after a couple of weeks you again recall it without looking into your book. Like you just ask yourself कि हाँ मैंने क्या पढ़ा था, and then yes, you will be able to recall it. So it is active recall. The next tool is learn through teaching. In this method, learn something and then you teach it to your friend or your juniors or your colleagues, and this way you can gain the confidence for your practical exam, essentially for your vivas. Let's suppose like I'm studying scapula. So scapula के around I'll be learning scapula, its anatomical position, और उसके around whatever muscles are inserting or whatever are originating from it, their nerve supply, their innervations and the blood supply and everything. Like I learn this and then I pick up the scapula from the bone set and I teach it to one of my friends. So let's say he's sitting right over here, I am teaching him. This way you can correct yourself, you can correct your mistakes. This method can actually simulate to the actual Viva exam where the external would be sitting, so your friend can represent your external, so you can gain confidence by teaching him. Okay, so this method is again very widely used in medical colleges. Like in first year I used it the most because first year mein anatomy, you know, that subject you have to be very fluent with all those anatomical positions. So there are a lot of topics where there is no other way to learn other than just to mug up, which is called rectification. So in this, I mean, it's not a method or so, but it is an old school learning way where people just mug up as it is. Whatever the fact is, you have to mug up. Like let's say अब हम pharmacology पढ़ रहे हैं, so there are so many drugs, their classification, mechanism of action, their contraindications, their indications. The name itself is so hard of those drugs and their classification is so hard to memorize. Plus you see the indications and contraindications, their side effects. Every drug almost has so many similar things. What I used to do is take a sheet of paper and I used to write down the name of the drug for 10 times or so. This would help me to learn and get well versed with the name, and then I used to write its classification, mechanism of action and everything. But yeah, for mechanism of action you will have to learn. I mean, you'll have to understand it, right? For the conceptual part you cannot mug up, because if you do so you're at loss. At the end of the day you want to become a good doctor, right? You're in a medical college to become a good doctor, not to just pass those mere exams. So let's say studying hernia, you'll study types of hernia, classification of hernia, its management, its anatomical orientation. These are the things which you can mug up. But mechanism, how hernia occurs, you'll have to understand it. You'll actually have to use all the knowledge and apply it onto a real patient, because if you don't do, then you are at loss. This is a golden time. Like MBBS is a golden time. You have so many clinical skills you can develop over here. You can talk to your consultants or physicians or your professors, and you can discuss with your friends. So this is a golden period, and if you lose these 2-3 years, and then you can never ever again regain them, and you will never get a setting or an institution where somebody is going to come behind you and teach you like they do in your medical college, because nobody actually cares, nobody gives a damn. So you'll have to be very punctual with your postings. Whatever you learn, you must know how to apply it onto the patients. The greatest of all the tip that I would give you is to have a very positive and optimistic mindset, because at the end of the day you want to become a very good doctor. If you now have a very negative attitude towards studies or towards your dream job or your passion, then you are never going to achieve it. Everything starts from your mindset, and your mind tells you what to do. So having a positive mindset towards your studies, towards MBBS, and most importantly towards your patient is of utmost importance. So that's all for the day. Thanks a lot for watching. It takes a lot of hard work, time and energy to create videos for you. Just clicking that subscribe button and hitting like would make up for everything. Thanks a lot and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.